I'm Caroline Pierce and I'm here in Abu Dhabi where the sun is shining, there's a beautiful breeze and the ocean is in the background. It's the open workouts and I'm going to talk to some of the fighters about their experience here and what they're looking forward to for fight night. Here with Roy Nelson after his open workouts. Is that a great opportunity just to flush out the cobwebs and get warm after the long flight?
As long as you can work out here at the peak, at the heat, then you're going to be okay.
And how have you prepared for Roy Nelson?
Yeah, I know he got a pretty heavy hands, so I work with my boxing defense, my legs movements, and I work a lot on my jiu-jitsu skills as well. So if the fight goes to the ground, I think my jiu-jitsu can work good.
And you said to me earlier that fighting for longer is an advantage for you actually because you can read your opponent better.
The more time you have, it's kind of like the first couple rounds is like a sparring match, and you got to figure out what works and what doesn't, and then hopefully by the fourth and fifth you can put the fighter away.
Well, Tatsuya is a relatively unknown in the UFC, although a very experienced fighter. What do you know about him?
He's an international superstar, with Pride and Dream and fighting in Strikeforce and things like that. So he's fought in just about every top organization, Shudo.
So you're fairly new to the UFC division, but obviously an experienced fighter outside of it. What can you tell the UFC fans about your fighting style?
アグレッシブに KO 一本狙いに行って相手の心を折りたいと思います。
We know he comes to battle every time. He likes a brawl. He's very strong. Obviously, he gets the nickname the Crusher for a reason. He's on a very good streak at the featherweight division, and we're looking to end that streak come Friday night.
そうですね。フェザー級に下げてから負けてないし、きっと USC を見てるファンはグイダのことはみんな知ってても僕のことは知らないと思うんで、そういうファンは今回の試合を見て多分驚くと思います。そういう結果にする自信があります。
You're 3-0 in the UFC. You must have a lot of confidence going into this fight.
Yeah, I have confidence either way. Regardless of my past, what happened in the past, you have to be confident in the next fight either way. So I feel great. I feel 100%. I think you're going to see the best Ryan LaFleur.
You've got your 2 wins with your 2 fights back in the UFC. Are you a different fighter this time round?
Yeah, I'm a lot more different fighter, a lot more technical, a lot more stronger, a lot more powerful. And you're going to see it Friday night that, even though my last 2 wins, I was showing to prove, I keep growing and growing. Even though I'm getting older, I'm keep growing and learning.
How does it feel to be fighting here in the UAE?
It's a cool experience. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to put on a great show for everybody here. It's a dream come true when they were here when I was just starting out my fight career, and I saw the fight in Abu Dhabi the first time, when the UFC first came here, and I was really young, and I said next time they go there, I'm gonna fight on the card, and I held a promise to myself, and so now it's time to hold the next promise to myself. So,
with your Iranian roots, this must be almost the closest fight to home you can have. Are you feeling good about that?
I feel great about that. This is actually 2 hours away from my my hometown, which is crazy. Never gonna fight this close to my hometown. At least I don't think any closer than this.
For more on UFC Fight Night, tune in to UFC.com and UFC Fight Pass. I'm Caroline Pierce, and I'll be joining you later.